One of the oldest cities in Germany, which combines the flair of a medieval city center with the youthful vibes of a student town, where a large part of the population is made up of students. Welcome to Tübingen, or as they say in German, herzlich willkommen in Tübingen. The Neckar River flows right next to the old city center, the Altstadt of the city, and one of the most beautiful and picturesque activities that you can do here is ride in one of these boats here. It's called Stocker Kahn, this type of boat, and unfortunately we can't do it right now because it only happens from May to September, and right now it's April.
There's a beautiful walking path next to the Neckar River, which is part of a long trekking path, which is called Neckarweg. Technically, it's 444 kilometers long and goes all the way to Mannheim, but we won't go that far.
Nowadays, Tübingen is famous for another thing. On one hand, where the rest of Germany is undergoing a coronavirus lockdown, Tübingen is one of the only cities which is actually trying to open up. They are trying a model experiment where most of the things like cinemas, museums and theaters are open if you get tested. Here is a testing line. You get a daily digital QR code after getting tested, which allows you to go inside these places. It remains to be seen if this experiment will be successful or not, but for now we do know that between 1st and 5th April, outsiders are not allowed to get tested. And here we are in the Old Town area. It is full of pretty cobblestone lanes, narrow stair alleyways and half-timbered houses which are very well maintained and typical of this area in Germany.
Every morning and every evening, and maybe we can't get any higher.
And this, you can say, is the center of the old town. It's called Am Markt, and it has the beautiful town hall as well.
It's one of the most interesting Rathauses we have seen, right?
It is very special and very unique. And as you can see, there are several testing spots around the city. Good, better, the test.
So this is the cathedral, the old city. Now we'll walk over here along the Neckar River to reach the castle, the Schloss Hohen-Tübingen. Probably one of the most popular tourist attractions here is this Hohen-Tübingen Castle, which I'm on right now. It's behind me and it offers an amazing view of the whole Tübingen town over there. It has an interesting Ice Age museum inside it, and also some parts of the University of Tübingen are here. And it's also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Just have a look over there.
Interestingly, you may have heard that Tübingen is also known to be the city of poets and philosophers, or thinkers. Johannes Kepler, who is best known for his 3 laws of planetary motion, studied in Tübingen in his early life. You may also know the novelists and poets Hesse and Hölderlin, just to name a few, who lived or died in Tübingen. Here you can see the famous Hölderlin-Turm, the place where the poet Hölderlin spent his final years.
So this is actually the museum of the University of Tübingen, and this is what you can expect inside. Let's go through that epic door. I'm very curious who this head belongs to. This museum is an example of things that are still open, but you need the so-called Tübinger daily ticket to get inside it at the moment. If you're like us who can't get inside, there's at least one artifact you can enjoy from the outside, and it's the famous wild horse. The original wild horse is actually 40,000 years old and made from mammoth ivory. This one is a replica. The size of the original one is also just a little bit smaller, like this much smaller.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, and it's one of the oldest things ever made by humans. There are many things you can do around Tübingen also apart from the city itself. One of them is 1 hour drive away, which is the Blautopf, literally meaning blue pot. Now what is this blue pot? We'll just show you. The blue color of Blautopf is just so breathtaking that it doesn't even feel it's real. It feels like someone has applied an Instagram filter over it. It actually comes from the limestone sediments in the water, and there's a huge network of caves below it. It's actually 20 meters deep from here.
Of course, keep in mind that you're not the only ones who will want to visit Blautopf, as it's a well-known highlight of the area. so it can be tricky to find a parking spot sometimes. There are several parking areas nearby you can try. Also, if you were thinking of taking a dip, don't be disappointed, but swimming is not allowed. Next to Blautop is a board that has the water height and how much is flowing down in liters per second. Today, it's flowing down in the medium range.
And it's actually a very small area where it's spread over. It's from there till there, not more than 20 meters across. A bit smaller than you would expect it to be. Blautop is located in the Blaubeuren town. Once you are here, you can also have a look at the Kloster, which is the monastery behind me, or just have a nice stroll through the town itself. Tübingen lies near the Swabian Alb region, so another popular activity that you can do here is hiking, which we are doing right now. There are many different hiking spots in this area. Is amazing, but the wind is so strong here at this moment.
And this is where we hike to. The Hohenurach castle ruins, which date back to the 11th century.
Hope you enjoyed this short overview of Tübingen. If you enjoyed this video, do subscribe to the DW Travel channel for more such videos. See you next time.